Hey, Creepypasta696 here, and I'm gonna be reading chapter 2 of my story, so enjoy. Chapter 2, Penelope's Story. It was a long time ago. Me, Raven, Kitty, Violet, and Razor, we all were best friends. One day, Kitty told me she was playing with black magic. I told her she should stop. She yelled at me and then left. She wouldn't talk to me. She wouldn't look at me. One day, I walked up to her. She looked terrible. Her body started to change into something. Her nails were long. Her ears were pointier, and her eyes changed color. They were blue, but red also. I asked her, "What's up with you?" She said nothing. I asked her, "Is it the black magic?" She looked at me. I could tell she wanted to cry, but couldn't. Something was making her scared. I said to her, "I told you not to mess with black magic." She said, "I'm sorry, but I have to go." The next day, I walked to her house. When I got there, I saw something. It scared me. What I saw was something in the corner of her room. There was a dark shadow hovering over her bed. I knew she was messing with black magic, but I didn't know it was that bad. After a few days passed, she stopped having contact with everyone, but two of her friends she kept in contact, Raven and Raven's brother, Razor. All of us tried to help her, but it was just too late. "That's my story now," Penelope said. I looked at her. I felt really bad for her. I said, "I'm sorry." She said, "It's okay. Now then, we should go back to training, okay?" I moved my head up and down and said, "Yeah. Okay, let's go then." We walked down the hallway, but then we stopped. I didn't know if she saw it too, but it looked like something like a fox, but human. I asked, "Who are you?" She or he or whatever it was said, "I'm X and Violet's brother." "Why are you here?" Penelope asked. "I'm here because Kitty, Raven, and Razor are planning something really bad," X said. I looked at Penelope. I could tell she knew something bad was going to happen now. I asked, "What is their plan then?" "Well, I know that she wants to kill Penelope and start an army of creatures," X said. I looked at Penelope. Then I looked down. I felt really lightheaded, like I was going to pass out. Just then, everything went blurry. I blacked out. When I woke up, I was in my bedroom, but at my house. I was wondering where Penelope and X were. Just then, I saw Kitty. I started running and running and running until I couldn't breathe. I was screaming for Penelope. Just then, I woke up in the same room where Penelope put me. I said it was just a dream. I looked to see who was next to me. It was Penelope, and X was on the other side of me, looking out the window. But there was someone else in the room with us. It was a girl. She looked like, well, she had purple hair and her eyes were pink. And she also had a symbol on her chest. It looked like a heart. I wanted to ask some questions, but I didn't. I was wondering, though, if this was X's sister, Violet. The girl said, "Oh, you're awake now. Well, my name is Violet, and you..." Just then, Violet fell down. All of us ran to her, as I witnessed her sand-colored, beautiful skin into a really pale white color. Her blood was going everywhere. I ran to shut the door. I believe I saw something, but I'm not 100% sure. But just to be safe, I locked the door anyway. Penelope said, "We'll need to get out of here. Plus, she's losing too much blood." X was crying and said, "Okay then, let's go." Before everyone left, Penelope said, "I have something for you guys. Zoe, you already have yours. Now then, let me give you these necklaces, X and Violet. It will keep you safe." X just looked at Penelope and didn't say a word. All he did was shake his head up and down, and then he responded, "Okay." We left Penelope's house and ran straight into the woods. When it was safe enough, we stopped. Penelope grabbed Violet and started to heal her, as X was doing spells to protect us tonight. I looked at Penelope with a face of, what the hell can I do to help out? Next you know, X said, "There are some tents in the bag. You can set them up for us." "Okay," I said back. I grabbed X's bag and took the tent out of the bag and started setting them up. After setting up the tent, I noticed that X already made a fire. Also, I noticed X's eyes were on me. I started to stare back into his emerald green eyes. They were hypnotizing. Then I started to walk over to the fire. The fire was beautiful, with all those colors of bright orange and yellow. As I sat next to X, the fire felt so nice and warm. Penelope came over and sat with us and explained what the necklaces do. She looked at us and said, "Those necklaces have a protection spell on them. So, for example, Zoe, you can't go out in daylight. This will give you the opportunity so you may go out in daylight." I looked at her and said, "That's awesome." X said, "How is my sister doing?" Penelope said, "She will be fine, but she's going to need some rest." X said, "How long does she need to rest?" Penelope said, "About 7 or 10 days. That wound was pretty bad." I looked at Penelope and X and said, "Do we have enough food or water?" X said, "No, I can..." Penelope cut him off and said, "No, it's too dangerous to go alone." I said I could go with him. X gave me a dirty look, and Penelope said, "No." I got up and walked away upset. I didn't realize after a few minutes I was still walking, and I walked right out of that stupid protection spell. I sighed and then said to myself, "Where the fuck am I?" I heard a loud crunching noise. I didn't know what it was, but I thought I would see what it was. I started to walk towards the noise, and it got louder and louder. As I got closer and closer to whatever it was, I started to think, what if I die? But I can't die. Not now. So, what the hell am I up against here? I hid behind a tree and started to climb it without making a lot of noise. I saw two figures. One looked like a female and the other looked like a male. I squinted my eyes, but all I could make out was one had blackish reddish hair and the other one had dark brown hair, and it looked like they were wearing ripped up clothing. They started to talk. I was not too far away, so I could hear them. Where is Kitty Raven? She was supposed to be here with that Zoe girl. What the fuck? Just then, I knew who the hell these people were. It was Raven and Raven's brother, Razor. I thought to myself, what the fuck? Oh my god, I'm so fucked. I need to stay calm and hear what else they say. Raven said, I know, she said she would be here. Where is she? By the way, what do you think of that Zoe girl? Razor said. Oh, what I think of that Zoe girl? She seems like a pussy. Why do you ask? Raven responds. Oh, no reason. Razor replies. Oh, really? What do you think of this girl then? Well, sis, Raven says, I think just another person I can fight with. That's all. Razor says, okay then. My eyes started to adjust to the darkness. Just then, I was spotted by Razor. I met his gaze. His eyes were so dark, but yet they felt kind. I felt so relaxed looking into his eyes. He smiled at me. His sister gave him a look of, what the fuck are you smiling at? They both looked at something walking towards them. She took off the hood of her cloak. Kitty said, I lost her. Raven said, well, shit. Razor said, that sucks. Man, I wanted to meet her. She seemed pretty interesting. Kitty said, let's go. Raven said, okay. Razor said, can I stay here for a little bit? Kitty said, that's fine. Don't take too long though. Razor said, okay. Raven and Kitty walked away. After a few minutes, it got really quiet. Just then, I heard in my ear, hello there. I hope you enjoyed chapter 2, and my narration as well on this. If you did like it, please like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell, because I do have other videos that I will post. And what you think of my story so far. If it sucks, if it doesn't suck, please leave it down in the comments below what you think. And thank you for listening. Bye!